Hey guys, it's Michelle here. Now, of course, lean in if you want some insider information about the next Louis Vuitton Murakami Wave 2, the Cherry Blossom drop. Now, I personally love the Cherry Blossom. I love Takashi Murakami's rendition of the Cherry Blossom, and it is the only monogram collection that I personally like. So for everyone who's new to me, hi, I'm Michelle. I'm a former client advisor for Louis Vuitton, giving you some of the inside details. If you like my content, be sure to follow me on my Instagram and check out the links below to see how you can be a part of my channel, support my channel, and enjoy more content from me. Now, the show is about the next wave from Louis Vuitton Murakami, Wave 2, and I have some insider information from my client advisor friend. Now, the first thing she told me is this will only be available in 7 stores in the US. So in this video, I am talking about the USA only. I don't know about Japan or Australia or China. Every country has different rules. In the US, there will only be 7 stores that will carry the merchandise. But that does not mean you can line up at the store, because that's not going to happen. Now, first things first, March 14th is the day it will launch online, so you might have a shot. The time is not available. This is what they did when I worked there as well. They did not give you a drop time for some of the events. They just told you to stand by. Seems unfair, right? Well, these are all the luxury tactics that luxury brands promote to get you to want to be part of the club. And already knowing you may not be part of the club, it makes people want to prove even more that they can be part of the club. Psychology aside, March 14th, to stock the website, do not be surprised if you're disappointed. As I understand, there were less pieces in the Cherry Blossom created than there were for the first wave, which is the multicolor, which, as I've seen on the internets, left a lot of the US customers very, very disappointed and angry. Okay guys, it is just a bag. I know you spent a lot of time stocking for it. And this round, I hope I can encourage you to not invest so much time, because it's going to be very hard to get. Not only is it in only 7 stores and there is less merchandise than there was for the first round, but in those 7 stores, they have to be nominated to the clients, which are going to be the very, very, very important clients, meaning those that spent over $150K in a calendar year are going to get the first pick. So for example, one of the stores I heard that was going to get the bag is the Wynn in Las Vegas. Say there's a very important client in that store. Their client advisor has to get together with the store manager to nominate to corporate, so-and-so would like this bag. And then corporate approves if that person gets it. If they turn it down, it goes to the next person on the list. So there is no way it is going to even a VIC at a 10K spend, much less a regular degular if you were to stand outside the window and wait for it. Now, what's really ironic, just off on a side note, is that usually the people that spent that much, they got there not by buying canvas bags. They got to that point by buying clothes, jewelry, furniture, might have bought a few canvas pieces, but that wasn't the bulk of their spend. And now they're offered the canvas bags that most of the people want, because in the price point hierarchy of Louis Vuitton, that is the most affordable. If you want this collection, I'm always going to push, go to the vintage market, go to the pre-loved market. Right now, specifically, it is hard to find those cherry blossoms online. But once this collection comes out, the people who have them in their closet are going to realize, I can sell this bag right now, and I think they're going to start to crawl into the pre-loved market again. It did happen with the multicolor. I did come across some multicolor pieces that were not even used, that people just took out of their closet. Now also the vintage pieces. So this was the collection from like 2004 to 2014-ish was the multicolor. The canvas is thicker and the lining is thicker, and it's going to be the same case with the cherry blossom, The bags made today, they're just so thin. Honestly, for your money, you are better off buying pre-loved. I know some people don't like that idea, but that's always my suggestion. So as I was saying, Wynn Las Vegas is one of the stores that will get the bag. Other stores on the list, like most likely 57th Street in New York and most likely Rodeo Drive. And I do not know the rest, other than there will be no stores in Texas that will get any of this merchandise. Okay, so the only chance, if you're a regular degler, if somebody, a VVIC, happens to return a piece and it goes back into store inventory, you might be able to. But what most likely will happen is that the store manager or assistant manager or a lead or a client advisor is going to go down the list, is going to see that and call one of their favorite clients and say, this Murakami piece is available, it's in my hand, do you want it? So the chances for the regular deglers is going to be very slim. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is going to be very slim. Now, another thing to note, if you are a VIC, say in Texas, now Texas is not going to get any. You cannot go to Beverly Hills and try to get it because that Beverly Hills store has their nominations ready to go. Okay, so only if it's in your store can you be nominated. Yes, there are a list of stores where you are assigned to a client advisor. Sorry, that's how it works. Let's go through the line a little bit. And there's always like the little pieces. Oh, I just want a keychain. I just want a card holder. I just want a bento. Of course, those are going to be harder to get too, because now everybody wants those little pieces that don't cost that much. Now I'm gonna go into my Instagram. These are my top picks from the collection. If I could just magically have them appear in my living room. And I'm sure there are more bags than what have been published, but here goes. Of course, number one on the list is always going to be the Speedy, because this is the iconic bag of Louis Vuitton. Everybody knows the shape. And I think this print is just so cute. I am not a fan of monogram. I am not a fan of brown, but I am a fan of the Murakami cherry blossoms, the pink cherry blossoms on the monogram. I think it makes it girly and special. So of course you've had this Speedy. I see it with and without the extra charm. So I'm not sure if it is going to come with that very cute Murakami blossom tag, because I also see the tag by itself. So who knows, but I hope for the price of the bag that you get as many things, as many bells and whistles as they can possibly put on the bag. Now, also on the list, the Papillon. Love this for the collection, and I also love the bucket bag. These are two of the, I'm gonna say originals from the original collection that are very distinctly Louis Vuitton. And I think this print looks really good with the vachetta leather. For me, they are iconic. And look, your Papillon comes with a compagnon, and your bucket bag comes with a key clay. It's supposed to be an accessories pouch. It looks like it got smaller. I swear that pouch was bigger before, but it now looks like you get a little key clay with it. So you get a little bonus thing with it, where with some bags you don't. I am glad that they are bringing those two styles back, particularly in the Cherry Blossom collection. Other prints that I have seen that look good with those certain styles would be the cherries. I haven't seen any photos or good renderings of those. Today we're just gonna focus on the blossoms. Now I think this is going to be highly sought after, is the card holder. Everyone wants a card holder because it's just something little that's gonna have the LV, and I think that big flower is adorable. Of course, you can probably just get a card holder and find an artist to paint on it for you. I would be happy with that. Now, also on my list for the collection is the jewelry trunk. I specifically really like jewelry trunks, watch trunks, petite trunks. As a Vuitton collector, I feel like it's something that every collector should have. You don't need a whole big trunk. But I always put it to my clients this way. They were always addicted to bags. I'm like, okay, you can buy the bags and use them and they will experience wear and tear. Or you can put the money you would spend on say 2 or 3 bags and get a trunk that would sit on your dresser top and not get the wear and tear that a bag does. And I just feel like it would have more meaning. It could collect things like jewelry or trinkets, like your child's first haircut or first tooth, special things that you could actually keep in a trunk and then pass the whole trunk on, it's more durable than a handbag. So I particularly like the cherry blossom trunk. I like it better than some of the bags. Look at some of the other bags here. You have the on the go, which I never thought was a special bag. And then you have the balloon. This to me, honestly, it resembles a Coach bag. So I'd rather just buy a Coach bag. That's just me. Okay, and then also on the list, I have the pochette accessoire because it's so damn cute. Everyone loves this bag. However, for the price that they want for this, here's where I'd say I would just rather put the money toward a whole big bag rather than this little pochette, which used to be, I believe it was like $300 or $280 back in the day. That would have made sense, but now they're pricing it at around $2,000 in the US dollar, and that don't make no sense. Now, other pieces in this collection that are cute, but wouldn't buy. The Travel, the Horizon, adorable suitcase with flowers on it. Again, like I said, I think the pink flowers just makes the monogram so much fun. It makes it so much more fun than a regular Horizon. But carrying luggage, okay, these things touch the floor. It's the same thing with the shoes, buying luxury shoes. It's touching the ground. You might as well put $100 bills on the bottom of your feet and the bottom of your luggage. It's going to be handled and dragged, that it's just going to incur a lot of damage. For that reason, I'm just like, no on luxury luggage or shoes. And personally, I do not like the sneaker collection in this line. Now, some of the pieces here, they do not have on the monogram background, like for instance, the Pochette Cosmétique PM. It is very cute. Okay, I'm not against this. I think it's cute and would look cute inside of your everyday bag, or if you're gonna put it in your monogram bag. But when it gets to the bags, like let's look at this page with the Alma, the Marilini, the Neo Noe, and the Capucines, it's pink on pink. It's just too junior and too little girl-like, actually. And you lose the LV, you lose the Louis Vuitton, and you lose the contrast. I think people want to show off that it's Louis Vuitton, but here it just gets lost, and you're just holding a pink bag. Now, I believe this collection was made for the Asian market, where their style is more into cutesy. You know, like you have the Labubu trend right now, which also is a trend in the US. But I just don't see the pink on pink to be like a lifetime type of bag thing. Okay, there's also a rolling trunk. That looks great. I would love to put my makeup in it. But again, I don't really see the purpose of that rolling trunk. Any type of jewelry from Vuitton, it's made with cheap metal. Not worth it. And the bag charms are super cute. Super cute. I'm not sure it's gonna be, of course, it's not gonna be worth it for the price. I personally don't carry bag charms because they make the bag heavier. Now with the bandeaus, they do have the silk squares. The silk squares were something that was like affordable that people would buy for gifts or just to have a little something. But here in California, how often do people wear silk squares? Not very much. I think that's really more of a French thing, a European thing. Now, one thing I do like on the list that I am hoping is not like pre-sale or nomination is the perfume. They have one perfume, Spell on You, that has the Murakami on the bottle and on the cylinder cardboard holder for the bottle, which I think is super cute and a great way just to have something Murakami if you really want something from the collection. I do like the perfumes. They last on your body, and the bottle should last you a long time too. So I'm not opposed to that. So again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you the information that I heard, hoping to help you so you're not too disappointed if you can't get what you want. And if you can, great. Don't be mad at people if you did not get something and like someone else in another country did. That's just the way it works. And you can always find something pre-loved, but these are just bags. They're just things. I hope I gave you some insights on how to shop. So let me know in the comments if you're gonna try for this collection, if you have something old from the collection, or if you just wanna say hi. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.